And we're back, and it's Saturday, and hopefully you can hear me, and I'm not going to have to redo all of this at home. But it's Saturday. It's the last day of the week. It is also Easter weekend, which I did not know that it was. So we have not prepared anything special. It is refeed meal tonight, and it's probably going to be the same as it is every single week, because even my refeed meals are pretty much the same as, well, they are the same every single week. So I eat the same every single day, and even my refeeds are the same because I am that predictable and I like that much routine. And don't get me wrong, like, I love my refeed meals, but they are the same every single week. And if anyone's asking what my favorite refeed meal is, Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops are like my number one, 100%. Delicious fix. Cocoa Pops and then ice cream. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. So anyway, we're at Deadlifts. So it is week 2 of the strength program. We're doing 4 of 4, and my weight is still sitting around 61 kilograms. So a lot lighter than I would ideally like. And I am 100% feeling that in my deadlifts. So before getting sick and traveling and cutting and everything else, my deadlift was sitting at 165 for 4, and now 155 for 4 is where I'm sitting at, and it is a fucking heavy 155. So I have done one set. This is my second set at 155. And a couple things that you should remember if you're deadlifting. And number 1 is make sure that you keep your back nice and tight. Okay. I'd like to look slightly more up so that my weight doesn't shift onto my toes, as I begin the initial pull, because the last thing you want is to be shifting onto your toes, when you begin the pull. One thing I noticed, my one client was doing it and I pointed it out. It was, he was actually lifting in running shoes. Do not do that. Do not do not do deadlifts. Probably don't train in running shoes. You know, running shoes can be any form of soft-soled shoe, which has that toe kind of design where you can see it actually kind of like it moves that way so that your gait shifts onto your toes and helps with running. I don't know why the design is like that. Obviously, it helps with running and is probably the most biomechanical for running. However, for deadlifting, that is not as safe and is a very precarious position, shifting onto your toes as you begin that lift. So either do what I do, which is lift without shoes on, which does make it technically a little bit easier, or get something like All Stars or something with a really, really thin base, like rider wears, boxing shoes. Boxing shoes are great. That is like, if I was going to compete in deadlifting, I'd wear like boxing shoes because the sole is like non-existent and you want the smallest sole possible, in order to give you maximum drive upwards. And also will help your feet when they're nice and planted, because you want to be as flat-footed as possible, especially in the deadlift. So please make sure you're not deadlifting in something like running shoes, which would just completely put you off balance and won't make the deadlift as strong and stable as you want it to be. So anyway, that is my tip for the day. Don't deadlift in running shoes. So this is my second set. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Hopefully I don't pee myself. So let's see how this goes. I thought you'd like this angle for a change. It's a different angle from my usual one. So I'm going to chalk my hands up. No, I don't wear a belt for, oopsie. I don't wear a belt and I don't use lifting straps where I can avoid it for as much as possible. One, because on deadlifts in particular, the belt actually makes me want to throw up, which puts me off the lift. So I don't deadlift with a belt generally, but I do use chalk and sometimes lifting straps. Okay. I've got to earn my cheat meal tonight. So, you know, go nice and heavy. Okay, midfoot. Set up with midfoot, feet shoulder width apart, nice tight back, scapula retracted, big breath in, reset after every rep. See how this goes. Fuck. It's a very heavy 155. Oh, it's not nice. Right, so I'm definitely earning my Cocoa Pops. I can't wait. I'm gonna have a few bowls. But yeah, so that is my second set. It was grinding. It was not nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be taking a bit of a longer rest, like 4 to 5 minutes, and I'll do my next 2 sets. So 4 sets of 4, and then I'm gonna move on. But yeah, I'm not happy with that because it felt extraordinarily heavy. Yeah. And considering once upon a time, like I could do like 165, 170, 175 for 4. Like that is fucking heavy. And yes, I know proportionally my weight has gone down quite a bit. So being 61 kilograms, what's this? 61, so 120. So that's like 2.5 times body weight, 2.5 times body weight. Yeah, literally it is about 200. My math sucks, but it's about 2.5 times body weight. So proportionally it's quite similar. But it's just grindy. That was not nice. Anyway, I'll do another 2 sets and then we move on to chin-ups. We're doing arms today, baby. Right. Okay. So we're on to biceps, and one of my favorite bicep exercises is by far chin-ups. And I just find it far more interesting than doing conventional, you know, bicep curls or something like that. It's more dynamic. And it takes a lot more willpower to do than, you know, just swinging around, well, not swinging around some, you know, 10 or 12, kilogram dumbbell curls. So rules for chin-ups are very similar to pull-ups in that full range of motion is important. Don't do chin-ups where you literally go to about here and then just do that. You know, you want to extend your arm and straighten it all the way out so that you completely lock out and then pull to till your chin is above the bar, i.e. chin-ups. That's how it's called, a chin-up. Okay. Obviously you're doing a reverse grip, so it is engaging far more bicep. If you do pull-ups this way, it's more lat orientated, and this way is obviously more bicep orientated. And I just find this one such a taxing movement all around, because one, you're having to not just lift your body weight, but you're lifting additional weight on top of it. So it's just like one of those, it's an exciting one. It's also really, really like willpower strength. Okay, I can fucking do this, because I find, you know, if you're just not in the mood and you just want to go through the motions, yeah, bicep curls are sweet. You know, you don't have to think about it and you can just do it, you know, whereas chin-ups, you have to kind of give it 100% focus and give it your all determination and go, yeah, like I have to fucking do this, focus. And obviously we're doing 4 out of 4 this week. So that includes the chin-ups. This is my first working set. I tried 30. And it felt good. So I was like, because last week I did struggle quite a bit with this. And I was like debating, should I do 32.5 or should I try 35? So I'm going to try 35. So if the fourth rep is iffy as fuck, don't judge me. And then I'll just drop it. If I cannot if I cannot get 4 clean, solid chin over the bar reps, I will drop it slightly and go back to either 30 or 32.5. I'll see how it feels, but I will try 35 to start off with and see if I can do all 4 nice and clean. So you're about to find out along with me if my strength is up to par with 35 kilograms. The most time consuming part of this workout, along with just mentally preparing. Okay. Right. 4 reps is the goal. Let's see if I can get all 4 with my chin over the bar. Okay. Oh, that last rep. Did I get it? I got it. Fuck. Right. I'm going to do one more set at 35, probably then drop it a little bit to 32.5 for the last 2 sets. And then we go on to a hypertrophy workout for tris and bars, because one can never have thick enough arms. Don't you agree? I want to get those biceps to 16 inches by the end of the year. Another one of my multitude of goals. What are your goals? Comment below. Let me know what you have for this year in terms of your goals. And let's make sure we're smashing together. Stay tuned. I'm going to do some hypertrophy next. Okay, so I am on to my last set. I honestly have struggled with the fourth rep, even though I dropped it to 32.5. So if this last rep is like kind of iffy, forgive me. But what I decided to do was I'm going to keep it at 32.5, fight that last rep. I have managed to get it every single time, but it has been like a serious fight to get my chin over the bar, which is a good thing, because as long as I'm still getting my chin over the bar, I'm happy. And that little bit of fight is only going to make me stronger and build my strength back up to where it was previously. And it's frustrating because on the one hand, I know my strength is down, but I am lighter. So technically you're kind of like, okay, but I'm lifting less. So I should be able to do more, if that makes sense. But anyway, regardless of that, I'm on to my last set, and I'm sticking with 32.5. Now, what I'm doing is a nice drop set. So I'm doing 32.5 for 4 reps, with that last rep being a fucking fight. And then I'm dropping to 10 kilograms, and I'm going to be doing 20 reps. 20 reps. It takes as long as it takes. So if I have to sit and rest for a few seconds and then go again and then, eke them out, I don't care. It's about getting that failure into the bicep, because we're going on to hypertrophy next. And I want the biceps to be as exhausted as possibly can be. Remember, the bicep is 2 muscles. So we want to fatigue both heads of the bicep. And then we're going to go on to major tricep work, since the biceps are already quite fatigued. And we're just going to fry triceps. Remember that the thickness of the arms actually comes from the triceps, not the biceps. So we want to grow the triceps to get the arms to look thicker, even though, the bicep head is fucking cool. We're going to fry the bicep now with these chin-ups, and then we're going to move on to some saucy hypertrophy. So 4 reps straight into the drop set. Pretty much it's as long as it takes me to change the weights around, because, I faff on the chains. So excuse me if the faffing takes a bit of time. Right. Right, 4 reps. Fuck. Okay. Alright, so just... Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm even do it facing you now. Okay, so that's 5. Okay. 15 left. Okay. I might have to drop the 10. We'll see how I get on. Okay. Let's go. A couple more reps. Okay. Okay. 1. 4. 4. Okay. Alright, so 5, 4, that's 9. 11 left, 11 left. Okay, I'll do one more set, and then I'll drop the weight. Okay, right. Let's go. Four. Okay, so that is 13. I've got 7 left. I'm gonna drop it to 5 kilograms. Oh. Okay, so I've got 7 left. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's go straight. 1. Okay, 3 left. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 3 left. Oh. Let's go. You might. Negative.